What's going on, my man? If you can hear me, go ahead and connect to audio. What's going on, my man? Go ahead and connect to audio. There he is. I can hear him now.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
There you go. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's going on, man? How we feeling today?
Another day in paradise, my man. How about
Where's
yourself?
paradise at? Where's paradise for you?
I'm currently we're living in Tennessee.
Okay. Very cool, man. Have you born and raised there, or that's where you moved to?
Military family, so that's just kind of where we moved to, boss.
Okay, cool, man. I'm out in the Midwest. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, man.
How you like it out there?
Cost of living is cheaper. So it's kind of like if you've ever been to Kansas City, it's kind of like a smaller Kansas City, Missouri, essentially. So great for raising family. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. Great for raising family. Good for businesses, stuff like that. Now, is it exciting as like Austin, Texas, or a Miami? No. This is more where you kind of just settle down, man.
I feel that, boss. I feel that.
So when you're my age, see, I'm old, man. I'm 41, so like all my wild days are behind me. So this works out good for me.
I'm getting there, man. I'm 31 now, so I'm on the path to chilling out big time.
Yeah, when you're on the path, you want to veer away from like a Miami or somewhere like that, man. Get you in trouble.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's why I stay in the house nowadays.
Yeah, especially as a married man, they see that ring on your finger. That's like it attracts them, man.
It's like a wild ass man call, like, yeah, come try me, y'all. Like, hey, come try me. I'm like, no, don't do it.
100%. So I read through the notes. So you're a chef, is that correct?
Yes, sir. I'm a chef in the morning. And I also do security and valet at night. So I rotate between those three.
So is this all at the same place? So like you're cooking for
no. The
same place you're also doing valet and security, or is this different places?
Oh, they are different places. So for security, I personal contract. So they don't. I'm not on anybody's payroll. I just fill in hours whenever they have them available. For valet, it's through like a separate company. I've been with that company for about 5 years now. But I only pick up hours probably like once or twice a month. So that's nothing consistent. But cooking is what I do on a faithfully Monday through Friday type of deal. And that's for like a separate company as well. So 2 companies actually contract me, and the third one I do myself.
Okay, cool. I get that. Cool. Now, why personal training? Like, why online coaching?
I've been in the fitness industry for about like 11 years now. So I got into the fitness industry when like it first started being like getting popping with it. That was like my transition into going to the gym and everything. Around that time, I was in the military, but that was before like Mike Rashid got big, and that's when CT Fletcher was coming down off of like actually lifting and transitioning more into like mentorship. So I started lifting around like that era of when that started like to come up. So I just been going to the gym and training people has been like a personal enjoyment for me. But I've always had this mind frame of like if you put money in it, it kind of like dilutes the enjoyment of the project. So that's something that I've been having to work through for the last few years. So I love cooking also. So being a chef and then seeing how like my enjoyment of cooking recycles over into like the income and also people are enjoying my product and stuff like that, made me have like a new light about it. So that's when I was like, you know what, I've been in the fitness industry. I've been training, I've done personal training, not officially, but you know, like in terms of like coaching and all of that for extended periods of time. But I've done that for a couple of years, but nothing on a serious basis. But recently, like I was like, you know what, I've always wanted to open my own gym. That's always been like the end goal. I wanted to open up my own boxing gym. So that's I was like, okay, now's the best time to do it. Like I got the mind frame for it. I can get serious about it. I can cut back my hours. I have more flexibility. So I'm not so pressed on like when can I do this? Where can I do this? So I felt like was a perfect timing because everything in my life lined up to where I can make myself available to commit to it 100%.
I like that.
So that's like kind of where we are with it. When she asked me, I was like, yeah, like I finally just got to a good point where I'm like, all right, cool. I can do this with the right mind frame. It's not the fact that like I wasn't able to then. I just know I would have gave up on it a lot sooner because I wouldn't have seen the results as well. But
100%.
Now it's like, okay, cool. You got it.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're a chef because it ties into like health and nutrition, right? You can give people specialized meal plans, like you can give them specialized recipes, things of that nature, to where it's going to make it more easier, more convenient for them to actually follow, you know, a nutrition plan versus like, I got to do chicken and rice. Like that's what everybody thinks, right? Like dieting is not just chicken and rice. It's, you know, having different varieties of spice of life, right? So if we show them some different variations, and you shouldn't feel guilty for doing something that you truly love. The money will follow. It sounds like you love impacting people, you love helping. So that money will just be a byproduct of the services that you're doing, which is awesome, man. Now you said your goal long-term is to open up your own boxing gym. Is like becoming a full-time coach like your overall goal that you want to do?
Yeah, especially if I see that it is demanding of more of my time, I would definitely transition into it full time. Like starting off, I do want to have the same amount of time to do online as well as be personable with them. I think nothing beats a face-to-face at the end of the day. Like convenience is great, but having somebody like standing there with you, like, all right, so here's the layout for the day. Just know I'm here with you. I ain't just talking about it through you over the phone or giving you like a layout to deal with, but this is something that we can like knock out together. I can fine tune different points, help out form, you know, get that extra push of energy because it's nothing that beats like somebody physically there giving you their energy like, yo, you got this. Like,
yeah,
it's just that you don't want to do it, but you got it. So like, we just got to push through it because you already decided to come here today. I do want to have a healthy time management of that, but I do want to do online coaching as my career choice. That is definitely my overall career choice. My gym is like a boxing gym is just a fruit of my labor, but like the actual career, what I want to bring revenue in and things like that, I want it all to piggyback off of the coaching. So okay. I think that would be like a good foundation for it.
Now, in order for that to take place, what do we need to be making to replace your current income?
So my current income is at $42,000 a month, but that's comfortable for me. So for my baseline of what I would need to maintain house, bills and all of that, 37 would maintain all of that. But the 42 was just coming in for the little extra savings, etc. But 37 is maintaining all kind of household living and all of that, which is where I want my bases to be at until eventually build up from it. And if I could, I'm trying to look into any avenue of the coaching that I can. So I don't want to restrict myself in any way of like what tools y'all possibly have available for me. Yeah. So I'm open to it all. You know, I do have a game plan on how I want things to run, but I also want to see like what tools y'all have available and stuff to where I can like be able to utilize it all. Cause I really do. Like I really want to be able to utilize it all because I know it can benefit somebody in some kind of way.
Yeah, 100%. That's the beautiful thing about our course. It's going to show you step by step, which we'll actually go over the steps today. You're going to see everything. We're a very transparent company, so you get to see the actual course itself on how we start it, how we scale it. A lot of people, when they get into business, they're like, I'm just going to start my business. I'm going to start an LLC, and things are just going to flow. There's far from the truth, man. There's very small, intricate pieces that we need to make sure that we have nailed down, so we have a solid foundation. Because if we have cracks in our foundation, that leads to long-term leaks, right? We don't want to have any leaks. Now, let me make sure I clarify something. You're bringing in, you said 42,000 per month or 4,200 you're bringing in a month?
4,200 a month. My apologies, man.
Yeah. No, I was like, man, if security and valet is that, hey.
I will be set. Like, I'll just skip this and go straight to opening the gym. Like, hey.
Right.
It's a labor, man.
Now, let me give you some context behind that, because that goal, that's easily done for you. Okay. So another thing that we solve for you, we actually have a certification at no additional charge that we do provide for you. Okay. So this would be equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. Now, industry averages for individual training. So say, for instance, very low end, $250 per month on the low end, up to $500 per month on the upper end. So per client. Okay. So let's just say you're charging on closer to that upper end, you're certified, you're feeling comfortable, right around, let's just say $400. Okay. If you had 10 clients, there goes to your 4,000 right there, 4K a month. If you had literally 25 clients, there goes 10K a month. Now that's 120K a year. So now we're really bringing in some good bread. We're feeling really comfortable, and we can start investing toward our gym and things of that nature, right? Cool. Yeah, so now that you know the industry averages, where would you like to see yourself making best case scenario?
Best case scenario, I'm not a greedy man. 10,000 would be more. 10,000 monthly will be. That's something that I haven't dreamed of, but I know I'm like, yo, with 10,000 a month, I know a good 5,000 of that would be put in savings monthly, because it ain't even $10,000 worth of shit I want to buy. So I'm like, hey, that worked out perfect.
What do you feel like is going to be the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running for you?
Honestly, nothing, because I know all of it's a challenge in itself, because I'm transitioning into it. So like everything that y'all are presenting to me has its own freshness to it. But it's really just one of those, like, since I'm taking this step with you, I know, like, all right, cool, like, this is something I gotta be serious about. So no matter how many times I get knocked down, I'm gonna keep like trying to get it situated. But you can't beat me with the same thing twice, which I can say in my life. So is whatever set me back the first time won't set me back the second time until I get it right. So I don't really see nothing like just setting me back too far, but I'm like, bump in the road is a bump in the road. I'll definitely get there eventually.
100%. What do you think has been the one thing that's been holding you back up to this point to actually get started?
A social media presence. I haven't in the last 5-6 years. I just haven't had a social media. I haven't had a social media presence. So like my ability to outsource and advertise and everything has definitely been hindered. It's all been like through interpersonal relations, word of mouth, passing it along type of deal. But I know for a fact, like I'm not the most comfortable in front of a camera. So I know that is definitely a big avenue that I have to get comfortable around doing and everything, like talking with people like this and all that. I'm not the most comfortable doing that. But if we sat down and had some coffee or something, I could definitely like chop it up with you. I got to get used to this type of communication nowadays. So I think that's the only thing that's kind of like, okay, you got to get used to that. Like that's something you ain't really just cool with.
For sure, it's 2023. Everything's done over the internet now, right?
Yeah, man. And I've been avoiding it because I still got a notebook with pen that I keep in my pocket just in case.
Come on,
man. I'm telling you, this composite notebook keep one on me, like no matter what. So I'm like, I gotta get comfortable with the technology behind everything. Definitely.
Well, the cool thing is too, we can kind of teach you different ways to where you are being seen on camera, but you're not doing it. Like say, for instance, let's pretend I was your client, okay? This is what I'll do with some of mine. I'll create what we call a Loom recording. So you might send in your check-ins, like maybe a recording of you working out, and I'll critique it, but I'll video record myself giving you feedback. Then I send it to you. So really,
okay,
you're just talking to yourself essentially, right? And that builds that confidence. It gets you used to it, but then that person has that video to reflect on and kind of review. So that's just another additional bonus that I offer. I do Zoom recordings, I do Loom calls as well for individuals. You know, your weekly check-ins will consist of like measuring stress, weight, they're hitting their macros or whatever it is you got them on, their weekly workouts, if they need different progressions, things of that nature. So really, you just got to think of it as like two people that are friends just chopping it up, right? At the end of the day, you're just trying to better that individual. So it doesn't seem as bad, right? So outside of that, what have we tried to this point to kind of make this become more of a reality for us?
This is honestly my first step, man. I've been writing everything down, so I have like a tangible layout of everything that I want to provide, all the amenities that I'll give access to, different workout layouts from like intermediate to actual gym transitioning, body weight into gym transitioning, kind of get them comfortable with what they're already in, you know. But this is like my first official, like reaching out to y'all is like my first official step to like stepping into like all right, let's do this for real this time.
I like it. I like it. Now, where would you like to see yourself in the next 4 to 6 months, different from where you're currently at?
I would like to. I see myself at least with like a consistent scheduling, even if it's like 1 or 2 clients. I would like to have a book set up of consistent scheduling around them to where I can really just, all right, cool. So here's what I got laid out for y'all. I'm gonna check in with y'all because I know I have to build up on being able to check in with people, like doubling back, still granting access to where they can ask questions and stuff like that. So like in about 4 months, I feel like I will have a pretty solid foundation with at least 2 clients to where I can really help them make big changes in their life.
Where do you see yourself financially different in 4 to 6 months from where you're at?
To be honest with you, I haven't thought about it because I know like the transition will have growing pains. So I kind of fill in those where need be if I had to. So I didn't really map those out yet. So I was thinking more so like if I get the structure down to get them set up, the fill in for the money would come once I get a good groove on. The reason I have this mind frame is because if I have to put up the rest to get them situated, I don't mind investing in them to get them situated. Yep. So whatever I don't make, I'm willing to compensate the rest until I really get it going to be successful. So at the beginning, I don't plan on making a lot of money anyway.
Let me give you some context behind that. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so right now, 73% of our students sign their client in month 1. On average, it takes people 1 week to do so. 1 week. Okay. So that's the average. Now, I'm going to use more context behind this cool stat, okay? So those individuals that sign their client in month 1, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. Now, check this out. You're going to like this even better, okay? Now, the clients that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging 6,500. So to be a basic, mediocre, middle-of-the-line person, okay, just doing the bare basics, you can expect to make 6,500 to 8K after 4 months.
Man,
do you see yourself as an average guy?
Nah.
Come on, man. Come on. So right now, even let's just say worst case scenario, you only brought in 6,500. You're still bringing in significantly more than what you currently work, right?
Yeah.
8K, that'd be at 96,000 a year. Still pretty damn good living for a second source of income, right? And we only get better from there. The longer that you're in the game, the quicker we take action, the faster we can make these progressions, right? Now, of the students who hit a 10K month, on average, it's taking people just 13 weeks to do so. So just over 90 days, people are averaging 10K per month, right? So it can happen if you really prioritize it and make this thing happen, right? So kind of want to give you some insight on that because I like that you're very realistic. It sounds like you're very strategized. You're well thought of as far as all the intricate details, but I also want to show you, hey man, this can happen a whole hell of a lot sooner than what you think.
I'm with it.
One more stat. So some of these stats I'm throwing at you, we'll review at the end of the call. But one more stat that you're going to love that I just thought about you about. An average, it's taking people just 10.6 weeks to quit their job to go full-time with their online fitness business. So just over 10.6 weeks, that's under 3 months. And people are quitting their job to go full-time with their online fitness business.
Hey, that's the move, man. I'm down for that transition, to be honest. I'm very down for that transition. I haven't envisioned that part because I was like, I got a safety net just in case, because we got kids and everything. So I'm like, all right, well, just in case. But I'm gonna make it happen. But if I gotta like make it happen longer than what I planned on, it's gonna happen regardless. But if you hitting me with stats like that, that means if I really put on my focus and put on this grind. And you talking about averaging?
Average. So not top of the line, not bottom of the barrel, just your middle of the line guy, your basic individual. That's what they're averaging.
Oh, see, now anything I start, if this is average, I always start at least right here. I'm like, all right, at least got to get right here just to start it off, and then we work up from there. So
I'm gonna give you one more stat that's gonna blow your mind right now, because I was a hybrid trainer too. So I've been an in-person trainer for over 15 years. Okay, master level trainer, which is great because you can charge significantly more money in person. So I was charging $150 per session, and I had about 40 clients I was training 2 to 3 times a week. So I was banking. However, the more time I spent in the gym, the further it took me away from my family, being able to travel. I had to make up sessions, all these things, right? So what I did was I cut it down to maybe my top 10 high ticket people, and I just rotate them in, and eventually it just came to referrals. So another statistic right now, the average in-person trainer is making $40K a year. Our students that go through NLCA are averaging $77K a year.
Yeah.
So just think about it. I want you to still be able to have that in-person feel. That's really good for connection and building rapport. And it's really good, especially if you think outside the box as far as marketing yourself in your local community. That's what I do. So I think outside the box. There's some stuff that I'll tell you about, tricks of the trade, that they don't talk about in our course. But for instance, I always talk about marketing. Okay. So for me, I'm really well known in my community. I'm partnered with local supplement companies here. So I have all my clients on specific supplementation. That supplement company in return gives me 30 referrals a month because I'm supporting their business. So if people are already going to a supplement company, their mind's already on a health and fitness goal. And that company is saying, hey, if you're looking for a trainer or a coach, you need to contact my guy, Jeremy. Come on, 30 referrals. I'm easily flipping 50% of those because it's already a warm lead. They're calling me.
Yeah. So they came with the intention of utilizing whatever you have to offer already.
So I basically went up to him and said, because I know the guy, the owners, I'm like, hey man, I'm going to get you some business, but I'm going to need something in return. I'm not looking for financial rewards. All I need you guys to do is your words. You're going to refer anyone that walks through this door that talks about some goals. Hey, if you're looking for a trainer, let me post my cards or business information on the front when they check out. And then it just started coming in like water, man. That's how simple it was. And then my wife is in healthcare, and some of the most unhealthiest people are healthcare workers. So I'll go in and do free seminars for them. I'll talk to their CEOs and say, hey, I'm gonna actually show you how we can actually maximize your dollar. So we have people calling in less frequently so we can get more workload out of them. People love that, especially CEO men, because we're data driven. We want to know what the numbers are, right? I get about 15 referrals every time I do one of those free conversations. And these people already know my wife, so they already like her. So it's an easy plug for me, because then I just come in, shake their hand, wink at them, and then boom, I'm signing them up for an in-person session or online coaching, right? Yeah. It can happen that fast. So what I'm saying is, when we're talking about marketing, which we're going to dive into, marketing is just not about DMing. It's about maximizing your local potential. So if you have some people that already know who you are, or if you're really well known in your community, you got to maximize that. So anywhere I go, the grocery store, I have business cards on me all the time, because every person I step in front of it is, to me, an opportunity to sell myself in my product, right? Which I believe in, right? So when I go to the grocery store, people are like, oh man, I wish I could eat like that. Or, oh man, you're 41, I wish I could look like that. Well, why can't you? Let's talk about it. Let's set up a phone call. Boom. Take me 2 seconds to hand them a business card. And now I have more people coming in. So there's going to be certain parts of marketing that you're not going to enjoy a ton of, but it's necessary. We're going to teach these skills, but the ones that you really don't like, I'm going to teach you how to maximize those skills. So as those start coming in and you're starting to lock in more referrals and more local community, you don't have to spend as much time in the DMs until eventually we're earning enough to where we can actually hire a DMer for you. So you can hire a DMer and have them do the day-to-day monotonous activities, which would be more kind of toward that mastery level, which we'll dive into shortly. Now, as far as from a coach or mentorship, what do you feel like you need specifically to be feeling really successful?
Just really the certifications at this point. So I have, and also I have to get better at talking with people. I have a really bad issue with because I do have I hear what people say, I evaluate it, but then like my subconscious be like, yo, it's really just because you don't want to. Like, and I think that deters a lot of customers away because I don't have that that nurturing mentality for the conversation. So I come off as a hard ass a lot. And I don't mean to. Like, it's only because I'm like, yo, it's not, I don't want you to walk into this thinking the reason you couldn't do this is because all of these imaginary factors. It's just when it comes down to it, it's just because like you didn't want to do it. I'm like, it's not a bad thing, but I think it's a very healthy way to start acknowledging that, because then you can start taking more things into your hands of, all right, let me get this out of my way. Let me get this out of my way. Let me get this out of my way. Let me get this out of my way so I can do this. I'm like, that's fair, but I know in terms of like, for the majority, most people don't really like receive that well. They really don't receive that well. So I do have to work on how, I wouldn't say vet people, but kind of ease them into conversations like that, like being more comfortable with conversations like that. Just because like how people talk to me, I do it better when you're very direct. Like, hey, Keimon, like you was bullshitting. I'm like, my bad. Like that's honest. I'm like, you're right. I was like, I acknowledge that. So before I start complaining about why this didn't work out, this didn't work out. It came down to like I really didn't put as much effort as I should have, which is why I really didn't work out. And that's why a lot of things in my life I'll be like, okay, cool. Like I can do it, I just have no interest in it. But I say that's my issue. I was like, I have no interest in it. So that comes off with people in conversations, and I don't try to be like that to them. I don't try to be as insensitive. It just works for me. So that's why I kind of try to extend the same luxury. Like, hey, some self-reflection, it'll go a long way, because the factors that you're telling me are stopping you didn't stop you from getting here. So automatically, like you talking with me now, that should let you know, like, are you really want to do it? So you're taking the right steps to get there. But all of those other factors are not why you're not getting to where you want to be. It's just that there's either a lack of focus somewhere, there's a lack of discipline somewhere, or like where we just got to see where it is so we can like fix those areas. Like, all right, if it's a lack of focus, what do we need to do to get you to focus more? Like, what do we need to separate from you on a daily basis, or get into moderation so we can like help you like focus on this more, So I try to get people set up like that. It works. I'll probably say it works like 3 out of 10 times where somebody's like, oh yeah, like you're right. But the other 7 times I'm usually called an asshole, or I'm like insensitive or whatever. And I'm like, my bad. It's not that I'm trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be honest with you so you can have a more honest result. So it's a big difference.
Yeah, we're going to teach you actually the psychology of selling, how to have more human interactions, like, right? Because those people that are kind of like all over the place, they're the reason why we have jobs, right? So we need to meet them where they're at. We need to nurture those relationships and just slow, steady progressions, right? It's like the first time you went to the gym ever, right? You weren't good at it. The weights were uneven. You were probably wobbling. You had a problem stabilizing that weight and controlling it. It's no different with a new client, right? It's their first time in. They're apprehensive. There's anxiety. They're nervous. They know they're fucked up and they need help, right? So they don't want to be reminded of that. They want to be like, cool, you know what, hey, we got some things that we need to work on and we're going to handle that. So we're actually going to show you different communication styles, different ways to really nurture those relationships, and then also how to lock them down as clients and then keep them for long periods of time and advance them to higher levels of your programming. Cool?
Cool. I definitely need help with that.
No
My
problem,
wife
man.
says it to me all the time. She's like, if I wasn't married to you, I would beat your ass. I'm like, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm like, yeah.
What I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over like a high level we have to offer, and then we're going to actually deep dive into the modules. Cool?
Okay, cool.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen.
All right, we up now.
All right. As you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. So we got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+. And we're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. Now, on the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got 10K Accelerator. We've got Mastery Level Coach. Now, 10K Accelerator is great for an individual such as yourself who is looking to get certified, has a passion for health and fitness, but wants to grow an online business. The information this course can give us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months, if so desired. Now, Mastery Level will be to that point when you're averaging about 10K per month on a consistent basis. These individuals are also looking to get to 100K per month. They want to become more of a CEO of their own program, kind of walk away from the day-to-day monotonous activities, if that makes sense. So where we're at currently, we're really going to focus on the Accelerator. Would you agree?
Yeah, Accelerator is the goal right now.
You got it. Cool. It's a 4-step process. Okay, the first thing we want to do, we got to get you your first couple clients right out the gate. We can't consider ourselves an actual business until you actually have paying clients. So we're going to focus on getting your first couple clients first. Then we're going to establish a solid business foundation. We're going to help you generate leads more organically through AI technology to make this more efficient. We're also going to develop sales and retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass that 10K per month. Okay. On the support side of things, you're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration. This individual has completed both 10K and Mastery Level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own based off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you want to be and the fastest way to get you there. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls, very similar to this, every 2 weeks. So Zoom calls, you get to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and then get very specific instructions on what you need to execute for the upcoming weeks. Outside of that, this is going to be a complete game changer. You're also going to be assigned a sales coach. This individual will help you lock down leads, get you a larger return of investment, and really maximize your sales capabilities. Then 5 times a week, you have group support calls that accommodate your 9 to 5. This will go over client objection handling, client delivery, mindset issues, lead generation, you name it, we deep dive into it. And then you'll have 24/5 tech support as well. So you can text your coach as much as you'd like, ask them as many questions. They're contractually obligated to answer all of them. Now, becoming your own fitness business is exciting, but it's also overwhelming, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling sessions to ensure you're always in a good headspace to move forward with your business. As far as the resources, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements to your program. And as mentioned earlier, we do offer that additional online certification at no additional charge. Okay? Any questions on that so far?
No, my man.
Cool. This is the secret sauce and how we get you from 0 to 10K. 4 phases. Act first. What does that mean? We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about. We're also going to utilize very specific strategies to get your first couple of clients within that first week to 2.5 weeks. Once we have that completed, we're going to then set up all of your back-end administration systems. We're going to make sure your business is legal. We also want to figure out what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. Okay, so this first 2 phases will be within that first month to month and a half. Phase 3 and phase 4 is where we're going to spend the majority of our time. So phase 3, developing consistency. We're going to teach you how to complete organic marketing strategies utilizing AI technology. We'll also teach you our NLCA's community lead gen, which we use WhatsApp group for. And then we'll also teach you basic sales funnel creations to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning of everything. We're going to maximize your sales skills. We're going to make sure we're closing down calls at a 40% clip or greater. We're going to have a consistent client delivery system, but we're going to emphasize customer support and client retention to keep people happy happy for longer periods of time. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
All right, here's what we came for. This is the actual modules. There's 32 modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. Both the overview link and the videos are tutorial style, so it goes step by step. So when I'm telling you, I was technologically slow, if there's a nice word for it. So if I can do this, anybody can do it. All right. The first step to becoming a full-time coach, as mentioned earlier, we're going to give you specific strategies that you're going to implement to get them right out the gate. The cool thing is a lot of these resources we give you are already done for you. So we can spend, our time is being more used efficiently. From there, we go to the 10K Accelerator directory. I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capacity. Then we're going to move into the roadmap. Okay, there's a two-part process. What do we need to get from 0 to 5K? And then what do we need to do to get from 5 to 10? So again, videos, written stuff, so you always know what's expected. And as far as the mindset and lifestyle module, based upon your specific goals and where you want to be, we want to create daily routines and different processes to ensure that lines up. Then we'll also make sure that we're moving past anxiety, fear of failure, procrastination. These are all natural, normal feelings, but we want to move past that to move forward with our business. We've also identified the top 10 struggles that you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we provided solutions to all of that. This is where things get interesting. Administration systems and Chat GPT. Have you heard of Chat GPT?
I haven't heard of them.
So Chat GPT is like Google on steroids. It's like a high power virtual assistant. Okay. This maximizes user awareness and makes things done more efficiently. So you can actually utilize Chat GPT to set up content creation ideas, SOPs for your business. You can respond to emails with it. You can even set up like workout programs and nutritional guidelines through this as well. It just makes things more efficient. Then we'll set up your backend administration systems. We'll show you how to use Waiver Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls. And then we also have an app you can utilize to load up all of your programming, all of your nutrition in one spot for all of your clients to make it more organized and efficient for them. We'll do the same thing for your financial systems too. We're actually going to help you set up your LLC, help you file your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, when to pay quarterly taxes, how to track what's coming in, what's going out, and then when to pay quarterly taxes, business liability insurance, health insurance, all that stuff. Now, the cool thing about this is if you were to file for your LLC, the traditional way, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. We are actually partnered with Taylor Brands, which is an AI company. This can take place within 2 to 3 minutes. So a fraction of the time, virtually the same cost. Any questions on that so far?
No. How much is the cost for the LLC?
It's going to be dependent upon like what state you're in. But usually if you go through AI, I mean, you're paying for a little bit more for convenience because they'll set up all that stuff for you. And it's all regulated by a lawyer as well. So it's like legitimate. Okay. That's just one less thing you have to do versus getting a ton of paperwork.
Okay.
Target setting, we're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your specific goals. And then we're going to move into identifying your ideal challenge. This means what problem are you going to solve for individuals? Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So really understanding how much you're worth, and then is this going to be more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself type of program. The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. The high ticket offer is established upon your length of terms. So we help with the structure of your pricing. We also teach you how to create downsells and discounts. From there, we'll move into organic marketing. We're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work and get 14 different pieces of content created out of that 1 hour. So again, efficiency, right? Efficiency, consistency, and convenience. We're also going to show you how to set up a podcast and YouTube to expand your reach so more people understand who you are and the message you're trying to deliver. Then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So it's more than just randomly posting. Very specific strategies and procedures to utilize when posting and when to, for storylines, page aesthetics. I mean, we go deep dive into all that. Same thing for Facebook. We'll take this thing all the way down to the hashtag use. All right, we want to make sure that we're tracking data analytics. We're going to see which things are really hitting for us and which are not. We're also going to show you how to maximize all things TikTok related as well.
I'm on a Zoom call, just a heads up. My bad, man.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, my daughter just woke up.
All right, we good to go?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
From there, we're going to move into the 10K lead generation framework. We believe there's 3 different ways to do this. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as like inbound marketing or like you reaching out to individuals first. We're actually going to show you how to set up a WhatsApp. We're going to tell you why it's important and who we're going to target. And then once we have that completed, we're going to give you specific resources and strategies to bring more people specifically to you. So one of my favorite ones is cross-pollination. That's like an example. You partner with a coach, their audience gets to see who you are, your audience gets to see who they are. So now we're generating more leads, more followers. Another thing, you've seen this before a million times, free resources. Click here if you want a free workout or whatever, right? That always lures people in. My favorite one though is a scholarship strategy that gets people in the door right away. The opposite example of that would be now conversation and calls. This is outbound marketing or you reaching out to individuals first. We'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you conversation and call examples. But more importantly, we're actually going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. And now that we have that WhatsApp group set up, we're going to teach you how to nurture those relationships, make it more like an intimate conversation. And hopefully they're in those groups with people that you already trained so they have an opportunity to ask questions, get a better sense of who you are. So by the time they get on that sales call, it's a much more warmer lead for you. From there, we are going to move into the referral strategy, the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers, talk about how amazing you are. We'll give you resources and strategies to incentivize people to bring you more referrals without actually having to ask for it. And if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be good at sales. So we're going to teach you how to maximize your sales capabilities. So a lot of this is going to be those interpersonal communication styles that you'll need that you said right now you're kind of struggling with. This will be that module for you to really lock down those sales capabilities. So we want to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a screening call. It's like a 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out, do you really want to work with this person? Can you actually solve their problems? So we'll give you examples with our coaches there. Then we move into the closing call. This is where you're trying to lock down that lead. You're trying to turn them into a client. We'll give you specific scripts. We're going to give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be massive for you, creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford it. And then again, how to lock down that lead once and for all. Once we have that lead locked down, we want to go back and we want to track all this. So we want to track how many phone calls you booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what price point. We want to make sure there's predictable data every single month. So we'll give you resources on how to track that efficiently. Objection handling, this is like the millions of different excuses you're going to hear time and time again. We give you over 30 different scenarios. You'll see the more you can familiarize yourself with these, the easier it is for those closing calls. Okay. Almost done, my man. From there, we move into the onboarding process, probably the most overlooked area by trainers. This is your first 30 days in your program. So this will make or break if someone wants to continue to work with you. We need to make sure this is a special moment. There's no buyer's remorse. We want to make sure we have a resource in their hand within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program. And this is where standards and expectations start. From there, client delivery is the fun stuff. It's the week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but how can we do it more efficiently? We're going to utilize ChatGPT to help us with resources, workouts, and nutritional guidelines. And then I think you mentioned this earlier, no matter how good you are, someone's going to ghost, someone's going to quit, someone's not going to listen, right? So there's usually a reason as to why they're doing this. Some of them want to feel like they're a part of a larger community. Some of them want more individualized touch points with you. Some of them want more challenges, and some of them want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. So we'll give you resources to get them to execute at a higher level. And then from there, we're going to move into retention. We want to keep people for long periods of time, advance into higher levels of your programming. So we'll teach you how to track it and strategies on how to, keep them happy. Quick recap. I won't answer any questions. Cool?
Sound good, my man.
All right, my man. It's a 4-month game plan. It's a 4-month program. You have a customized game planning call. You have your one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have one-on-one sales coaching calls as well. You have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, the optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing?
No. You threw in stuff that I didn't even initially didn't even think would be an issue.
That's exactly why we have these calls, man, because a lot of people feel like, I think I got this. And then they go through, they're like, oh man, I didn't think of like the last 10 things you showed me.
Yeah, that's literally how I was thinking. I was like, goodness, like probably the last 6, 7, 7 courses. I was like, oh, I ain't thinking about none of that. Oh, that would have. This is gonna be very. Like,
did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I haven't yet.
I'm going to show you just two of them. Okay, they're going to be from completely different sides of the spectrum. All right. So this is Charlotte. Okay, so Charlotte joined our program. She was an in-person trainer making about $40K a year. She wanted to get out of that fast. She joined our program after 6 months. She contracted over $200K. She's now making $70K a month as a CEO. So she went big. She runs a massive empire. She's killing it, right? So that's she's what I'd call like a top 10%er. Like she's way, way, way above average. She's like the top-notch person. Now here you got Karina. This is a family woman. She was only making about $2K a month. Her goal was she wanted to travel, spend more time with her kids. That was her only goals. Okay, first tattoo indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. After 6 months, she was averaging 10, 12K a month on a regular basis. Now she's making 15K a month as a one-woman show, working about 35 hours per week, and she's traveling with her kiddos.
Oh, that's righteous.
So I showed you those two specifically because the first one was an in-person trainer. I know you have some ambitions of wanting to do that. And I also wanted to show you this because I know your goals also want to be balanced. You mentioned you want to have a balance with your time, spend more time with your wife, prepare for that future family, all that stuff. Out of those two, which do you think most resonates with you?
Honestly, it depends on the time because right now, time frame wise, the young lady who's traveling with her kids resonates with where we're at now. But probably in like 5, 6 years, I'm trying to go a lot bigger with it. So what the young lady's doing up top, what's her name, Charlotte?
Yeah.
That's eventually going to be like the end goal to where I'm like, okay, cool. I've created the opportunities for a lot of people to get some work in, new upcoming trainers and stuff like that. We went all through the same program. Well, here's what we can do. Y'all can like kind of hold this down for me. But for us, whatever the case may be, how we gotta lay that out. But that's CEO status is where I'm aiming to within 10 years, definitely.
We get you there way before then, man. Come on.
I'll see. I'm overshooting. I just be trying to like give enough little wiggle room just in case.
I hear you. So quick recap on the averages. The first couple I've already mentioned to you. Now, this is the one that I wanted to bring up to you that I haven't mentioned. The students who stay with us for 12 months have 97 clients on their roster on average. So those individuals that have 97 clients, they're averaging $366,000 per year.
Okay.
So they're killing it. Now, when you have 97 clients, you're obviously no longer just a one-man show, right? Like you can expect to average, if you're a one-man show, you can expect to average anywhere between 30 to 60 clients, depending on how organized you are and the time availability that you have. But once we're, averaging over 10K a month on a regular basis, you'd then be eligible to ascend into mastery level. And that's where we like really start doing the fine tuning of things. That's when we start running ads. That's when we start bringing on, people underneath you to like run the things that you don't necessarily want to run. So steps closer to becoming more of a CEO. Then our students are grading the program a 4.5 out of 5, which means they're getting massive results for their respectful businesses. Any questions on the averages?
No, sir.
How are we feeling so far? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it?
I'm loving this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving this. Oh. Hey, boy. Cool. Not Michael.
All right. So next, what we're going to talk about is the investment. What's this thing going to cost us, right? There's either going to be a payment plan or there'll be a paid in full option. Payment plan means we put down a down payment. We spread the rest out over 4 months. The paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Now, the best part about this is no matter where you're at financially, if this is something that you feel is in perfect alignment with what you want, we have financing options. We have extended payment plans. I have something for you if you're really serious about making this change. Cool?
Yes, I definitely am.
Now, did you get to hear it really quick? Did you get a chance to hear about our 3 times your investment guarantee?
No.
Okay, so this is crucial. So a lot of companies will have what they call a money back guarantee. Like everyone has that, right? We have a 3 times your investment guarantee or get 100% money back. Okay. So in order for that to happen, you'd have to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard, attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month, 1 group support call each week. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on your certification, run a scholarship within the first 90 days, charge at least the bare minimum suggested prices of $250 and have no late payments. You do all that and you just show up and do the work. We're guaranteeing you're going to 3 times what you invested, and that's guaranteed, or you get 100% money back refund.
Okay.
Does that make you feel a little bit more confident?
It does. Like it's a nice safety net. Like that does have a sense of comfort for it.
100%. All right, let's talk about this thing, man. What's this going to cost us? All right, it's only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing, man.
And the left kidney, I would have been cool with the 100,000, but the kidney.
Yeah. No, we got a payment plan of $7,000, and we got a paid full option of $6,200 that saves you $800. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
What are the difference? So the paid in full is the 7,000, right?
No, the paid in full just is the paid in full is the 6,200. That's where you just pay the whole thing up front. You save $800. The payment plan, the 7,000, that's where we put like a down payment down. We spread the rest out over payments, over four different payments. Yep.
Okay. And how are the payments scheduled?
So it just come out like, for instance, give you an example. What the average student will do is they'll put down right around 2,300. You do that takes that 7,000 down to 4,700. You divide 4,700 over the 4 months. That's like 1,175 per month, which is equivalent to you only needing 3 to 5 students, or 3 to 5 clients, depending on what you're charging.
Okay, and what would the down payment be?
2,300. If you didn't want to do that, the reason that a lot of people do 2,300 is that remaining amount every month doesn't seem so overwhelming. But if you wanted to break it down into just 4 easy payments, we'd go 7,000 divided by 4. It'd be $1,750 per month if you just want to just break it up and evenly across just 4 payments.
$1,750. Would I be able to work on the course on my own time?
Yep. So it's going to be on your own pace, but obviously the whole course itself is 4 months. So your coaching calls are like, let's just pretend that I'm your coach, right? And you're getting some things done. I'll say, hey, my man, we need to focus on A, B, and C over the next 2 weeks. So that way I'm keeping you accountable to keep you on track to like getting toward that earning potential that you were looking for, towards your specific goals. If you're killing it in like one area, but you're struggling in another, I'm going to say, hey, we've already mastered this area. Now let's really lock down on this weak point, just like you would with the client, right? As if they were like, if you're a personal trainer, you're really going to try to bring up their weaknesses so that overall we have more balance, right? More symmetry financially for us, right? So yeah, it is by your own pace, but the course itself lasts for 4 months.
Okay, cool. I'm down for it then. I won't be able to put the 2,300 down yet because I don't get paid till Tuesday. So what will be do I contact y'all back, or will we set up like a payment?
Yeah, I'll set that up with you. Now, let me ask you this, because I do have some options that could probably help you actually get you going sooner.
Okay.
Now, so what that looks like is we have a couple of different financing options. What's our credit looking like? Good, bad, great, awesome, shitty? What's it looking like?
It's average. It's not like it's good enough to give me a car, but not like that's about it.
Cool. So are we talking like more like 500s, somewhere on there?
Like 600, yeah.
Okay, so got a couple different options. I think the one for sure will work, which we'd start with. It's called Sweet Pay. What this allows us to do is we take that 7,000, we spread it out over 12 months instead of just 6, or instead of just 4. And it's only a 5% down. So 5% of 7,000 is 350, plus a one-time service activation fee of $59 brings that to $409 to get going. Your next payment wouldn't be due until the beginning of July, and that would be equivalent to about $597 per month ongoing, which is you being 2 clients per month. That's it.
The next payment won't be due until when?
July.
July. Okay.
Yep. So, and that would be equivalent to about $597 per month, which is like you only needing 2 clients. That's super easy.
Okay. So will I still get the 2 clients coming into the course? And
oh, you're on mute, my man.
My bad. Hey,
no, you're good.
Do me a favor, boy. Call your mama, tell her I'm on the Zoom call, okay? Would that pay go, the 2 clients that I would potentially get, would that pay go to my course or would that go to me?
No, that goes to you. Everything that you make goes to you. You're only making payments on the course. So let's just pretend you went ham and you got like 50 people in a month. We don't see any of that money. The only money that we see is the monthly payments you're making toward the course.
Okay. Okay, cool,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. When can I get the 12-month layout set up then for Tuesday? Like, can I start on Tuesday?
Yeah, so my goal is we're gonna fill that out today and get you going, so I can get you on board and get you going.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. So I'm gonna share my screen with you and I'm gonna drop the link in there, okay? So give me 2 seconds and we'll fill this out together.
You cutting me out?
All right.
Oh.
She was going to. If I ain't call her. If you need to call her, she was gonna get you.
I know. Right. But I was like, I can't talk to her right now.
Go ahead and click on that link.
Okay.
And it's just going to ask you some basic stuff. It's going to ask you your name, social security, all that stuff, basic stuff.
Okay.
They'll ask you for like your yearly salary. It'll also ask you like, what's this for? Or they'll say loan amount, you'll put in 7,000. And then what it's for, you'll just put coaching.
She's still on the phone with you? Hey, board. She's still on the phone with you? No. All right. And you said, what do I put for the reasoning for the loan?
You just put coaching.
Coaching? Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yep. I just got a notification that you got approved for the installment plans. So if you want to pop on back over to my screen, I'll show you exactly what this looks like.
I got you. Cool.
Let me know when you can see this.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So loan amount 7,000, 5% of that's 350. One-time service activation fee of $59 would be to 409. Your loan amount would come down to 6,650. You'd spread this out over 12 months. Your monthly payment would be about $597.08. So again, that's like you needing 2 clients. I would hope you wouldn't be just charging $250. So I'd say, 300 and up, you're going to be totally fine. Obviously, as you get more confident, you can always bump those prices up as well.
I got you.
Does that look like something we could commit to?
Yes, it is. Definitely.
Cool. Are you ready to lock in? Get rolling?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So what I'm gonna do first here is I'm gonna hit prepare consumer agreement. You're probably gonna get an email. So boom. And you're just gonna want to e-sign that.
Right.
I'm curious. What prearranges to make this?
All right, boss. I just finished.
All right, let me take a look. Let me refresh my page.
Gotcha.
And if you want, you can boom, you can come back on over to my screen. What I'm just doing now is I'm just filling this stuff in here. Okay. What's a good email address for? Oh, you know what? I bet it's on here. Hold on. Let me go in here. Yep. See, I'm just gonna be a little bit smart. Work smarter, not harder, right?
Hey, what you said, boss? I'll be doing the same
thing. I'm like, man, I don't want to have to ask these people over and over again what their information is. So I'll just do it this way.
Even with my email address, I was like, let me keep it simple. Last name, first name.
You know what? I think I'm the only person left in the world that has a yahoo.com account.
Hey, boss, you probably do. Or some people out there with the Hotmails. I've seen a couple with Hotmails. Yeah.
I got a Gmail, but I still have my Yahoo account from like back in high school. It's crazy.
That's the one like that's associated to everything too.
Yep, 100%. All right. All right. What was your address?
7024 Legacy Drive.
You said Tennessee, is that right?
Yep.
Is it Antioch, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Is this a house, apartment, condo? Cool. Save that there. All right. We're gonna go 10K accelerator. And I'm gonna put 409. I'm gonna put down here in the description, sweet pay down payment.
She look like a little lion.
All right, I'm ready for the card number when you are.
I got you. Oh, hey boy, talk to my wallet. Okay, you okay? When you get you a JoJo, what? Why am I just not saying this? Yeah. 2X, please, Joe. All right. You ready, boss?
Yes, sir.
4355
4355
4637
4637
0478.
What was that? What, I'm sorry, I missed that one. It broke up.
0478
0478. Okay.
9828.
9828. Okay. And month and year?
11/27.
Okay. And then CVV?
086.
Okay. Any middle initial on your card or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. And then what was your zip code?
37013.
It says your card didn't go through. Maybe your bank might see this maybe as spam. You might want to check your email really quick.
I got you.
This happens quite a bit. A lot of people have protections on there, so if they see something's pulling and they don't recognize that, your bank will notify you.
I'm looking for the I haven't got the email yet, boss.
Okay, let me double check. Check your junk or spam as well. I have it at murphykeimon@gmail.com.
Okay, hold on one second.
Might see it in your junk. It's gonna be from it's probably gonna be from Wave.
No, I haven't got it in yet, boss. Let me see.
What you might want to do, you might have even gotten a text from your bank too. Most likely, if there's a block, you're gonna get something from either your bank, like an email from your bank, or like a text.
No, boss, I haven't got one in yet.
Okay, so let's just go this route.
Let's see.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just actually going to send this to you, and you can just pay this now.
Okay.
So I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to put get share link. Oops. Send invoice. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say down payment for Sweet Pay. And then, all right, now go ahead and check your email.
And you said for what again?
409.
409.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Hello from the other side. All right.
Did that one go through for you?
Yeah, it did, boss. Hold on 1 second.
Yep, good.
Okay, that's weird.
What's going on?
It's keep saying decline on my end too. Hold on 1 second, boss.
Yeah.
Is it possible? I'm finna call my wife real quick. I'm gonna call you right back. Can I?
Yeah, if you want to put me on mute and call her.
Yeah, perfect. I'll be right back, boss.
Yep.
All right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, boss. Is it possible we can do it on the? I'll have the money available on Tuesday. Had to communicate with my wife real quick. We had to move some shit around. But I would definitely have the money on Monday or Tuesday. Can you keep my information on file and can I call you back on Monday and you run it?
Yeah, so what we could do is they won't be able to keep that invoice going because otherwise it's going to keep on flagging. So what I can do is, like, we already have that stuff. That stuff will be done relatively fast. So if you want, like, on Monday, I can send you a new invoice just like I just did to your email and be like, hey man, it's ready to roll. And then as soon as you get it, you can confirm with me via text, and then you can just do that. And I can also send you over the client agreement as well on that day as well. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yeah, boss.
Is that cool? Does that work for you?
Yeah, that does, definitely. I had to call her to see what was going on there.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. I want to make sure that you guys are good. I don't want to have any problems for your family. So I totally get that.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, but Monday, I'll get this. I'll be contacting you. Are we gonna do another Zoom call, or will it just be phone call?
Whatever's more convenient for you.
Okay.
Yeah, now Zoom calls are probably just more transparent. You can kind of see everything that I'm doing. I like to walk you through everything. So Zoom call, our next call would be like 10 minutes tops, not even 10, because I'm just going to show my screen. And we're just going to walk through it together.
Okay, cool.
Would that help out? Does that work for you?
Yes, sir. That'd be perfect.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Cool. What time did you want to link up on Monday?
Monday, can we link up at 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. both of our time.
Both of our times, yeah. Because the last time I was like, wait, it ain't 10 yet. Like,
I got you. So it'll be the 12th on Monday, and I'll just put you up here. Okay, cool. Now I'm also going to be working on some back end things for you to add additional stuff that's going to be more efficient for your time. I'm trying to wait to get it approved from Chad. Is there any possibility you'd be ready to go prior to Monday?
I could try to make it go. I can try and make something happen by like Sunday latest.
Yeah, I do work Sunday. I just want to make sure I get you onboarded as soon as possible. So let's I'll reach out to you. Today's Thursday. I'll probably reach out to you like Saturday afternoon via text and just be like, hey, what's up, my man? Like, are we good to go? And that would take like literally 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Does that work for you?
For that, boss. Yeah.
All right, my man. In the meantime, too, I'm going to send you over a free resource just really on how to get started. I want you to kind of go in the mentality that we've already started. So just a little bit of fun, free homework that's going to help you with the actual course itself. And then I'll shoot you a text on Saturday to see where we're at. Cool?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, hold on, boss. I can't hear you. Hold on 1 second. Okay, say it one more time.
Can you hear me okay now?
No, I can hear you.
All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you over a free resource just on like how to get started, just so you can like kind of start making those steps toward, you know, what you'd be doing in the course anyways. So I'll give you that, and then I'll follow up with you on Saturday just via text. And then if we're good to go on Sunday, we'll just go ahead and lock that down. Sunday, typically what works best for you? Just to have an idea.
Anything after 3 p.m.
Cool, that works. So I'll shoot you a text on Saturday. We'll kind of figure out where we're at, and then if we're good, great. If not, if we have to wait till Monday, that's fine too.
Cool, appreciate you, boss.
You got it, my man. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Yes, sir. Hey, it was a pleasure talking to you, my man. I'm gonna talk to you again on Saturday, and we'll go from next step.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Sounds good. Have a good day. Later.
You too.